Mama Helen and you. Mama Helen and you. Mama Helen and you. Mama Helen and you.
And now your host, Mama Helen Oriche Jaffo.
Very intelligent a man is. One thing is clear. It doesn't matter how he is. He doesn't have a clue about the formation of a woman. So, in order for him to be able to dwell with the woman that is next to him, there is a need for understanding. On Mama Helen and you today, we are going to be extracting an important topic named the things men need to know about women. Or should I say, that woman right in your life that you call your wife. Back in a moment on Mama Helen and you.
It was after God had created everything, and he looked at the man and said, "It is not good for him to be alone."
So true.
So he created the woman. Therefore, I consider the woman a very special creation of God, and she's the female counterpart of the human
being.
The woman have ability to reason farther than the man. Amongst women, it is say 1% that does not have what it takes to reason out issues.
Well, welcome back. This is still Mama Helen and you, all the way from Warri, Nigeria today. I'm very excited about today. You know why? Because we're actually going to be talking about me. I'm a woman after all. It's very exciting to know that there are things, that makes a woman, in retrospect, to start with. A woman is emotional, but she's also very reasonable. And oftentimes men tend to, get confused or concerning the chemistry of a woman, or how the woman is wired. One of the things is that, oh my God, this woman is so complex. I have difficulty understanding that she cries a lot. She talks too much. She can talk 24/7 and no break at all. Do you even think it's worth it marrying this woman? There are so many things that are said about women. But today, I'm not alone. I have women who have been married for years. And then, of course, they will be able to do justice to this topic. The topic we're looking at today has to do with how do you understand that woman that is in your life. In other words, men getting to know the women in their lives better. On my first right is no other person than Dr. Ese Ojoga.
I believe we are going to have a pleasant time together.
It's obvious. I'm already excited. And of course, peculiar Mrs. Ejege. She's also known by Philo Ejege. It's obviously going to be interesting. I mean, the first thing that everyone wants to know is who's a woman? Who is a woman, Ese?
I will begin by saying that a woman is a special creation of God.
A woman is very special indeed.
I say special because it was after God had created everything, and he looked at the man and said, "It is not good for him to be alone."
So true.
So he created the woman. Therefore, I consider the woman a very special creation of God, and she's the female counterpart of the human
being. Fantastic. I was invited over to a conference, and the topic is all about women. generally. And so I decided on picking up something very close to it. And I started by saying, wow, man. And you know, everyone in the audience was like, no, what are you talking about? Wow, man. Do you want to shed a little bit of light into that? What is wow, man? Knowing fully well that when God created Adam, okay, everything about him was just, you know, okay, I do not want to be very, very nasty now so that I don't get penalized when I get home. But the fact remains that everything about him has not much, you know, much of a resemblance of a woman. In other words, with our curves and what have you. Wow, man.
Well, I say the woman is the completeness and the perfection of the man.
That's right.
The woman was taken from inside the man to perfect his outside world.
Exactly.
And this woman, the day she marries, she bears Mrs. I see the MROS as the mistress of romantic services. I say the services, this man has to know his wife enough so she can truly render services to this man to complete his life.
Exactly.
That's why I see the woman.
Okay, but then you know sometimes you said, okay, with the femininity of a woman, it is tend to be seen as weak or weakness, or a weakness as the case may be. How would you consider that? Doesn't mean that because a woman has, put it this way, breasts, and then she has a bit of calves down below, and then of course she's very fragile. She's not like her man who is well built with bones and what have you. And many times when men look at us in that aspect of physique, it is termed as though we are weak. What would you have to say concerning that? Yes.
I think it's erroneous for men to believe that because of the physiology of a woman, she is weak. We have first to understand that a woman has sensibilities that need to be appealed to. And if you understand the right language with which to appeal to her sensibilities, I promise you, you have the very best of that woman.
Fantastic. What are those attributes though? Okay, it's fine. God biblically brought a woman out of a man. You know, when I was earlier was talking about wow man. Okay, what makes the woman wow in the real sense of it? Because see, God could have just created this word and you would only just be filled with men, bones all the way. But God felt no. With all the things he has created, can you imagine? The only thing is that he actually didn't give himself a pass snack. Has to do with the fact that he only made a male, not a female included. So he had to change the order by saying it's not good for a man to be alone. Now, I will make for him an helpmate and all that. So the wow aspect, the attributes of women, what are those things? Maybe you could just have them in bullet points if it's possible.
The woman have ability to reason farther than the man. Amongst women, it is say 1% that does not have what it takes to reason out issues. Women are broad when it comes to issues on table to be discussed. If you give a woman a point, the woman will elongate it, expatiate it, dig in and out, and bring out the source.
So true.
and the woman can actually put lots of flesh in a dummy, create a human being, so to say, for the man to work with. So that attribute is a very strong, is actually one of the first things that the man looks at or looks out for when he meets a woman. The ability for the woman to repair his life.
Mama Helen and Her.
And now your host, Mama Helen Oriche Jaffo.